So we're milking about 2,000 cows most of the time, selling about 20 million, 21 million litres of milk. We're about 1,000 calves a year. We've got milking base is 2,800 acres with probably 1,400 of irrigation now. So I guess because we're a large herd and sick cows are a pain in the ass, to be perfectly honest. So the less of them we have, the better I like it. And it was something to read it when you read about and said, yeah, I need to check that out. So you went along with it and said, yeah, well, the only way to check it out really, on paper it sounds fantastic, so we better bore in and use 400 or 500 units of Immunity Plus bulls to see whether it's going to make a difference when they come into the herd. So yeah, all of the above would be good. I mean, the thing I'm looking for all the time is easy care, easy to high production cows. So all of those things tick a small box on the big tick, which is are you going to have less replacements? Are they going to be easy to manage? Are you going to have less metritis, less mastitis, easier to get back in calf because they're just fitter? And if you can tick all those boxes and lose no production, then to me it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you do it? I mean, you'd be crazy if somebody says it makes life farming easier and you lose nothing in the meantime. It's like, yep, well, yeah, that's where we need to go. So if you've got something that's heritable, you're going to, as we go down the generations, and we turn over, 28%, so a quarter to a third of the herd's turned over every year. You're 3 or 4 years down the track, you're really starting to compound those gains quickly. We genomically tested all our heifers for the last 2 years, 18 months, and the fertility index on the heifers is significantly higher than national average, and I think it's because we've bred for that trait. We want high fertility cattle, so instead of averaging 100 or whatever the national average is, we average 106 or 107. So sort of emphasises, I guess, that if you breed for something for, say, 3 generations, you actually arrive there fairly quickly. And I think the whole genetic selection criteria is excellent, that if you do choose something to breed for it works. I mean, that's a real confidence booster in my mind that Immunity Plus will work as well. I mean, the fertility stuff, when they came out, that they weren't particularly reliable. They're not particularly heritable, but if you do it for long enough, you get that compounded growth and you arrive at your destination quicker. Yeah, look, if we can get that incorporated into our single hair test, then absolutely, it'll be part of our selection criteria. I mean, we're in a fortunate position, or the position at the moment, we're not growing the numbers of the herd. We have the ability to cull 15% of our heifers, so fitness is a part of that matrix that we use for a culling decision. Yep, we want to chuck everything else out that's ugly and all the other type traits, but fitness is absolutely up there. So I think Immunity Plus and the health traits full stop are absolutely designed for large herds throughout the world. It's nothing specific to us. It's a Holstein phenomena that starts in the US and Canada, and their herd size is massive in certain areas. And everybody would find the less sick cows you have, the better you are. There's absolute skilled herdsmen are fantastic fantastic to get hold of, fantastic to keep. Unfortunately, they're fairly rare. So if you can breed to minimise your sick herd, then again you'd be crazy not to. So CMEX being the first in that space with Immunity Plus is going to have, in my view, a natural advantage. Whether it's an absolute game changer, but it's certainly a perception game changer, and providing a follow through, it follows through, and I've got absolutely no reason to think they won't, then people are going to be rapt to be using it.